Uncle C, back in the office, and in today's video I'm going to be discussing exactly what happens when you ignore a woman, and ultimately why a man needs to put himself first in every way, shape, and form. And I'm even going to go in depth and show you the psychological nuances that it comes to winning a woman over, ultimately what love means in her eyes, and the type of man who she constantly wants, thinks about, and craves 24/7. This, fellas, is going to be one hell of a video. Let's dive in. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Casey Zander. I'm the founder of Headman, and I'm here to revitalize masculinity and help make men full stack. So, why am I doing this topic? Well, I'm doing this topic because most men typically have the dating game completely backwards. So in order to really dissect this awesome title, right, when you ignore women, what happens? First, what we have to do is we have to look at and we have to identify the key traits that a man must have in place with his life to even begin dating in the first place. Very first, you must put a price on your time. You must put value on your time. You need to really think about this from a deep level. The biggest reason why most men aren't successful, the biggest reason why most men haven't crafted the body that they want, the biggest reason why most men don't have the woman in their life that they want is because they do not put a value on their time. Anybody gets their time at any point at zero cost, and because of that, their time is worthless. So, how do you fix this? Well, the only way to fix this is you have to be a man of value. And the first way to be a man of value is actually putting value on your time. The one asset you can't get back, the one asset that money can't buy. Secondly, you have to put a value or a price on your attention. Okay, this is totally different. If you are putting your time towards the right things, but you are giving up mental bandwidth, right? You're giving up mental bandwidth, or you're giving up mental energy to all the wrong people, or ultimately the types of women that don't even deserve it in your life in the first place, you are going to be robbed of what could have been a successful day. You will oftentimes be robbed of what could have been a successful week or a successful month. Why is this? Well, let me explain to you something. You have to understand that time plus focus is truly what will equal high value in the long run. I'm going to say that one more time. Time plus your focus will equal high value. So look at this 1-2 punch combination here. If you're putting value on your time, that means you're not allowing certain people in to have access to you at certain points. If you put value on your attention, that means your time spent doing the thing that you told yourself you were going to is now going to be focus driven and will most likely bear fruit. See, this is what you have to understand, is that you as a man, you need to start actually putting value on your success and making your success a #1 priority. And I don't care what that success means or looks like to you. The fact is that you need to prove to yourself that you're a man who can not only pursue excellence, but once you pursue that excellence yields real life success. There is far too many men who are ambitious and they tell themselves that that's good enough. In actuality, your goals need to be hit with specific markers. And the way to do that is by understanding that your needs are consistently first, not the woman's that you're dating. Okay, not the women's needs that you're dating. Why is this? Well, here's what I can tell you. If you as a man are not putting yourself first, if you as a man are not taking care of yourself first, if you are not on your road to being high value, putting your time in the right places, putting your attention on the right people who deserve it, a woman is not going to even want to come into that world in the first place, which means 99%ers, 99% of men, this is the big takeaway on this 1/3 of the whiteboard, 99%ers, they are far too accessible. Like, think about a king for a second, or a boss or a CEO. Right, a low-level employee is not going to be able to get access to the CEO. Let's say a brand new day one employee is not going to get access to the CEO. That's just not how it works. That person might have to schedule a meeting. That person might have to block out time. It's the same with a king. If this is, let's say this is 1000 BC or something, right? This is 1000 years old. Let's say hypothetically there's a king, right? And the king has thousands of people that he looks over. Any random Joe Blow is not going to have access to the king. It's just not possible. 99%ers are too accessible. To be a 1%er, not only do you need to put a price and value on your time and attention, but you cannot be accessible to everybody. So, Once you've established this is important. Like, without this section right here, these other two columns we can't even talk about. Once this is established, right? If you stop caring, a woman will start chasing you. Now, there's a reason for this. The reason why, if you stop caring, she will start chasing when she's not being validated or not getting your attention. First and foremost, this can't be fake. What you oftentimes see is you see men trying to use a tactic. But you see, women are extremely smart. She will know, that woman will know 100% that you are faking high value and not actually being high value. It can't be faked. And the reason why the woman that you're pursuing or that you want will start chasing is due to the fact that she wants that attention and she wants that validation. Here's the thing though, a high value man has far too many things going on in his life. A high value man has more to worry about than the emotions of a chick that he's dating, right? Because you don't have bigger problems in life, because you don't have bigger problems, you are worried about the thoughts, feelings, text messages, and emotions of a petty chick who might be pestering you or giving you a bad time. This is why most men are so moved off center, because they are so accessible. The smallest text message, the smallest nuance, the smallest shift in vocal tone is enough to strip him of his strength and basically make him fall into that frame instantly. This is something that a guy can't have. This is something that a high value man won't have. A high value man has so many things going on. Not only is his life far more complex, but he has accomplished more, so he has more responsibility. When you have that responsibility, you have to understand first and foremost, you do not have time, you do not have energy, you do not have any mental bandwidth to waste spending on petty interactions with chicks who try to pull you off center. So, what do we have to address? All girls love attention. They love any form of attention, whether it's positive attention, negative attention. How many of you, excuse me, how many of you have girlfriends or significant others? The girl will call you, you pick up the phone, and you say hello, and they start talking, but there's no end point to the conversation. It's like the person just wants to hear words, okay? This is why, that every second that goes by that you're allowing that to happen, that is added and or excess attention. So, this right here, what happens when a man actually ignores these interactions, ignores petty behavior? Well, super simple. This gives the perception of high value and of status. It's a beautiful thing. Like, when you actually genuinely don't care, you're now giving off the perception or the perceived value that you and your attention that you just placed on yourself is more valuable than the 99%ers who are far too accessible. Here's where most go completely wrong. Women are won over through the psychological, not the logical. A guy's going to say, well, Casey, I am high value. I make 6 figures. I do X, Y, Z. I do all this. But if you're not square up here, like if you don't have the high value mindset up here, that you come first, your attention is valuable, you're not going to give it away whatever that word is, frivolously. You get what I'm saying? When you do that, you can actually finally address the fact that a girl is won over through the psychological. It doesn't matter how many physical or logical accolades you have. It doesn't matter your perception. It matters her perception in her head regarding you. And that's what will carry and dictate the dating interaction. Most men also don't understand that all girls want is your care, right? The care and the love that a man could be giving. This is all that truly deep down the woman is wanting. That care needs to basically be a balance or a reward for good behavior. So a lot of you guys, I know a lot of you guys come to this channel because you're wanting to fix something. You're like, Casey, how do I fix my S3Xless marriage? How do I fix my girlfriend's bad behavior being mean to me? How do I fix nagging? How do I fix coldness? All of this is fixed by ignoring every interaction that you had before. And when you stop caring, a woman will start chasing. Just think about this. Not giving validation and removing attention is key to fixing a dead bedroom. It's key to fixing your girlfriend's bad behavior. This is key to fix nagging and or coldness. You have basically been giving away your value for so long that your value is most likely worth nothing. And because it's worth nothing, not only does a woman that you're seeing and or potentially dating not respect you, she never respected your time or your attention in the first place. And chances are, the girl is on a one-way route to go and be validated by somebody else because yours is no longer worth anything. Fellas, if you like this video and if this video resonated, I highly advise you to do one thing. I advise you to go down below, watch the MBT webinar. I put over 100 hours into this thing to record this, and this is brand new for 2022. Inside of MBT, you're going to discover the 4 keys that a man must have to master MBT, masculine behavioral techniques. And when you have this skill set, when you have this arsenal of your dating life completed, not only are you going to learn more in that quick 1-hour broadcast than you probably have in all of your life, but what I can tell you is this: that will be well worth your time and an exciting ride where you can see a new system to finally have the results with your dating life that you've always wanted. That is number 1. Number 2, I recommend you going down below and opting into the Headman Nation newsletter. Multiple times per week, I'm giving backstage access to what I'm doing inside of Headman. I'm taking you behind the scenes of what I do in my business. I'm taking you behind the scenes of what I do inside my mentorships and in my social circles. And I'm ultimately giving you backstage access to becoming high value. This, fellas, is going to be the granddaddy of all newsletters because I'm coming at you with pure value. Hit the like button, comment and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.